Hello again, space friends, to our next match in this 10th Alliance tournament. We've got an exciting match ahead of us for you, because Alpha Volley Union has brought their flagship. This is the first use of a flagship we've seen so far. It is a Balgorn, as most of the flagships are. We don't know what's fitted on it, but we do know that it has the ability to fit officer modules, which it makes it pretty exciting. It's a powerful ship.
I can't say that I've ever known a flagship to be a difference maker in a match, but it could be. This could be the first one.
Now, the setup that they brought it with is very unusual. Not only is it not the full 10 ships, but it's Balgorn, Typhoon, 2 Absolutions, Hurricane and Neros, 2 Rifters, and a Crucifier. That is way outside of the box. I do like the Absolution, but I don't really like the setup they brought it in this time.
Yeah, my pre-match pick for this was Mildly Intoxicated, but I really like to see non-traditional setups, so I kind of want to change my mind and just say go Alpha Volley.
Has brought a very traditional setup. So it's 4 Sleipnirs, Scimitar, Carries, 2 Jaguars, 3 Sabres, and a Merlin.
So here they go.
And we're going to see a lot more damage coming from the Mildly team. But that Balgorn, if Alpha's going to take it, it's going to be through that Balgorn and then through the damage of the Absolutions. We'll see if they can do it.
Yep, and teams are pretty close to each other, and they're starting to maneuver. It looks like the Mildly Intoxicated team is skirting around the outskirts.
Yeah, they're avoiding that Balgorn like the plague, and they're dampening it. We're going to see damps coming in from probably the Sabres in this and the Carries. And if they can damp that Balgorn down far enough, then they can keep it from being effective, because it won't be able to catch up to the ships on their team.
So there's a frigate battle going now out on the outskirts of the arena, and it looks like Alpha Volley Union's had a couple of their frigates captured, and the Rifters are taking damage now, but they have an Oneros, so it is an armored tank, so losing shield isn't too much.
We're seeing damage, though, applied to that Oneros and Newt. That Oneros for Alpha Volley Union getting caught is definitely not good for them. The very fast-moving team with the Sleipnirs for the Mildly Intoxicated team, Uki's new team, they have gotten on top of that Oneros, and they've caught it and taken it down very quickly. It's got a whole bunch of armor rep drones on it, but they're doing a ton of damage. I don't think those armor rep drones are going to be enough. No,
I mean, it's a slow death, but he's getting killed pretty quickly.
Meanwhile, virtually no damage is being applied to the Mildly team.
Yeah, where is that Balgorn now?
That Balgorn is getting in towards the fight now. It is gotten into range to do some nuding. It also has smart bombs fit. Smart bombs are also able to be officer fit when you're
probably
talking
an
about
officer smart bomb.
So that's a lot of range on those smart bombs. They're going to be taking down all the drones that Mildly Intoxicated has taken, but they're also going to knock down their own.
You can see the drones getting explodified as soon as they get to the Balgorn.
It also means they can't use their own rep drones, though, which is going to be an issue. But we're seeing, no, that's a series of Mildly rep drones that's got taken down that were trying to rep up that Jaguar. A bunch of newts coming off of the Balgorn. As the fight goes longer, Alpha Volley Union's going to be in a better place, but I don't think they're going to be able to take it at this point.
No, not since they lost their logistics. Once they lost their logistics at the beginning, the longer that this batch takes, the worse Alpha Volley looks.
Yeah.
While Mildly Intoxicated has no problem keeping all their ships alive with that Scimitar.
Yeah, Mildly is doing an excellent job. We've got Jay Johnson in his Sleipnir. He's a big tournament veteran. He's been a part of the Uki teams in the past throughout Atlas Alliance and Black Legion, and he's piloting his Sleipnir very well. You're seeing a lot of damage, attempting to hit him from these this Absolution, but it's missing. These Absolutions not quite able to get hits on with all the tracking disruptors on them.
Yeah, so this is going to end up another really one-sided match.
And now, one thing that's going to be great to see is once this Balgorn goes down, that is a very expensive Balgorn.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing a lot of very expensive modules. We'll see the kill mail show up soon. I'm sure Mildly will do us the favor of posting it up as quickly as possible, if you can hear me. And we'll get to see...
How is it fit?
We'll get to see how that thing was fit and all of the shiny, shiny modules that just blow up. Also, Mildly, as long as they kill the Balgorn before they kill the Typhoon and Absolution, we'll have time to loot the Balgorn. So we'll see if they think of that.
They may get a profit from this match after all.
And hopefully, if they're thinking about it well, what they'll do is they'll take down this Absolution, then take out the Balgorn and loot it while they kill the Typhoon. Because otherwise, Srigs might just move them away before they get the loot, and that would suck.
Yeah, well, props to Alpha Volley Union. You sacked up, you brought the Balgorn, you brought the flagship, but... Man, I just don't know what you were thinking with the rest of that setup.
Yeah, I'm bringing, and I know people, Logan from Rocapella has razzed me for mentioning this too often, but bringing the full number of ships is one of the most important things to do in a setup. Any setup that doesn't have the full number of ships available has to have a very good reason for it.
You're putting
Otherwise,
yourself
you're
at just a massive disadvantage to have less ships, less slots. And those frigates are so good at 2 points. I don't know why you wouldn't just downgrade something and throw an extra frigate in there.
Like, downgrade that Hurricane. Make it a Cyclone, throw in another frigate. There's a lot you can do here. And we're seeing, looks like, yeah, the damage is going on to that Balgorn. They're making the right choice there so that they can get that loot from the wreck. And Mildly Intoxicated is going to come out of this fight not only with a victory and a good position to move forward, but also a lot of very shiny modules.
Possibly. I mean, they don't have to fit a bunch of officer mods, but I don't know why you would bring your flagship if you didn't have a bunch of officer mods on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I was Swatar in that Typhoon right there, if I would try to pop the wreck before I died.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I would love that. He would be, even in loss, a giant hero if he did that.
Yeah,
although getting it targeted
the
before it gets locked with the battleship is going to be tough.
Yeah, unless he has a smart bomb or something. I don't know why he would, but maybe just in case. Carry a smart bomb to... Well, wait, smart bombs, do they blow up wrecks? I can't even remember now.
That's good. I can't actually remember off the top of my head now. But one way or another, that Balgorn is down. So we have seen the first flagship fielded and the first flagship destroyed of this tournament.
Wow. So far, 0 for 1 on teams bringing flagships. But I hope that doesn't scare anyone else out, because I'd love to see expensive ships getting explodified. So.
And Uki, the captain of the Mildly team, sitting right on top of that wreck, getting a look at the spoils.
Scoop the loot, the most important thing when a flagship's out there.
Yeah, and so that's going to be a great payday for Mildly Intoxicated and an excellent win on their part with a strong setup and good piloting against Alpha Volley, who brought a lot of bling, but not really the best thought-out setup all around.
Yeah, a very traditional setup for Mildly Intoxicated made completely short work of Alpha Volley Union. A slam dunk, 100-0. Congratulations, Mildly Intoxicated. Post that kill mail. I'm curious to see what was on the Balgorn.
And we'll send you back to the studio now.